What's going on, guys? It's Ryan with the Brothers War here at game nights in Columbia, Tennessee for the March Madness 2024. And I'm not going to be playing in this event, but Chris is, and it's going to be really exciting. I think there's like 81 players in this event, and it looks like they're about to begin, so we will keep you all posted on the results. So as mentioned, this event was in Columbia, Tennessee at game nights, and I gotta tell y'all, we had a blast. There was a pretty decent representation from Memphis, which is cool, from the Make a Drake community. We love you guys. Like I said, this was an 81-person tournament with official judges. All the tables were decked out in these nice long play mats, especially this one right here. I loved all the pictures of these characters. The tournament started at 11 a.m. CST, and we were fully prepared to stay for the entire day. So I forgot to mention that every single round was 80 minutes. You can see Chris is preparing for his first match, so let's see how he did. All right, Chris, how'd you do in the first round?
Did well. Kept a solid first 7. This player's seat 3. I was basically behind most of the game. Managed to eke it out at the end. Luckily, my first seat 1 and seat 2 did go down to 5, so that hurt them.
That's good.
And I was able to get turn 1 Jahira. They didn't know what it did. So, Brewer's advantage is a real thing.
That's true.
Hopefully I can keep continuing to push through.
That's right.
But to see it play out,
right,
was actually pretty rewarding for all the work that I put in to prepare for it. So
it's good. After looking at the decks all around, I can tell that Blue Farm had a heavy representation in this tournament, as well as Kinnan. But there were a lot of interesting brews, to say the least. All right, y'all, round 2 is still underway, but I thought that I would take a moment to give y'all a tour of the store, because the store is actually kind of sick. Like I mentioned before, this is game nights in Columbia, Tennessee. There was a lot of representation coming out from Illinois, more East Tennessee, even like Atlanta, Georgia. I gotta say, they have one of the craziest collections. They don't have a TCG online. All of the cards are in store. So one thing that was awesome about the store is that their case was absolutely insane. They have so many cards for so many different formats, very, very highly sought out cards. They also had a wide variety of different kinds of products, like Commander products, a very large collection of booster boxes. One of my favorite parts was the Masterpiece collection that they had. And in this case, they have a lot of dual lands and that beautiful Time Twister right there. I'm not sure if this is the one that they were going to be giving out, but it's nice to see some power. The store also wasn't just a Magic store. They also had Pokemon, Lorcana, Warhammer 40k. They had a lot of stuff for Warhammer 40k if you were interested. They also have a lot of paint and stuff and figurines if you're into that as well. Thank you so much, Game Nights, for hosting this event. We hope to be able to come back. I'm here with Chris Chapman after round 2. Chris, did you win?
didn't get the game. I had the game.
You had the game, why?
I punted it. Had a everybody had used their interaction. Came to my turn. I had a Dockside underneath a Dino DNA, ready to activate. I put an activation on the stack, and then one of my opponents tried to bounce it with Cyclonic Rift. I countered it. Tybalt's Trickery. Huge interaction on the stack happened. There was a Corval player killed the Draneth Magistrate. Rog Thrasios had an emergent zone with the Hullbreaker Horror out. So he, still in response to the wheel after the Draneth Magistrate's gone, tries to catch Rog Rag, bounce his Mana Vault. I Basage you the Mana Vault in response. So that stopped that win because he would have had infinite mana on my turn because he kept correct the emergent zone. And then all the interaction was, the stack was gone. I still had 4 mana, had a defense grid and a Magda in hand with 14 treasures out, and I decided to cast the Magda instead of the defense grid first. Because I thought, interaction was all gone, right? So I just went for it, but I still should have played a little safer. I would have had the game, but I punted it, so.
How do you feel going into the 3rd round?
I felt pretty good. 1-1. Still got 3 rounds. If I can go 4-1, I think we're solid, so.
That's right. All right, let's get that bread. All right, round 3 about to start. All right, after round 3, Chris, how'd we do after round 3?
Dub, baby.
So you're 2-1 right now.
2-1, Gruul, Jahira, Guild Artisan. Last game was intense, you saw it. Presented, there was a couple win attempts that got stopped before my turn. I presented a win, got Dualcaster Mage Twin Flame, or Heat Shimmer. I drew heat shimmer off of the one ring, by the way. So I was like, I got to go for it here. And then I presented to win the next turn, and then I was able to go through. So can't believe it.
So being 2-1 means that you can probably be able to get ties and guarantee yourself in the top 16?
Guarantee top 16. If I win top 16, go to top 4, get a Tundra.
Get a Tundra.
Or
you win the whole friggin' thing. Yeah, you win the whole friggin' thing. All right, we'll see how it is after round 4.
Yeah.
More than likely, it's probably gonna be a draw, but we'll let y'all know.
Yeah, we'll see. So
rounds 4 and 5 were a bit of a blur for. He could have taken a draw, but the tables decided to play it out. Yeah, what's going on? Just want to give you an update. Chris couldn't come here for this update because he had to go immediately into top 16, which he just made. The 12th seed. His last game was a draw. His final score was 2-2-1, I believe. So he was able to get into top 16 as the 12th seed. This has been a very big achievement for him. Very, very proud of him. And we're just gonna see what happens after this, but we'll keep y'all updated. Chris unfortunately was knocked out. His final score was 2-3-1. But for his first tournament, this was a very good result for him. I want to thank you all for watching this vlog, and we hope to come back to Colombia at some point to do another tournament. We'll talk to y'all later.